I've always wanted to do that. I've always wanted to do that. Kardashians, guys.
It's the end
It's
of an
the
era.
end of an era.
It
of
is.
Kardashians. But why did they really get cancelled? Hey guys, it's Murad Murali. Hope you guys are doing well today. Back again with another video. If you haven't subscribed, click that button for daily and consistent content.
Hi, I'm Jay.
She was so ready for that moment. You have to say oh.
Daily.
And consistent.
Content. Yes, I'm here with Jen and Alex. The Instagram's in the bio below.
Hello,
She was
guys.
so ready for that moment. I can't get it.
Let's cut that out.
I can't get over it. That is so going in. That is so, because she was like, hello. So apparently the Kardashians got cancelled because the ratings were low.
I mean, apparently the ratings were the lowest they've been.
The lowest they've been. Apparently the ratings were under 1 million, and they were asking E! News for more money. And E! News were like, we can't give you money
Well,
because the ratings were low.
aren't entirely accurate because that's live ratings, and you have to think about ratings subsequent to the live. I've heard that
But
live ratings don't count,
I think
and they
even-
have to
yeah, I
take
think-
into account that people are watching it on other platforms and.
They're still one of like the highest watched shows on E! So like even though the ratings have come down, it's still a good show for E! Like it definitely makes people tune into E! I don't know what else E! has going on these days. For them, it's like obviously the show is always a really good platform because it's like there'd be Kardashian drama and like they wouldn't speak on it at all, and then it's like we would wait 3 months and then we'd finally get the story like from their perspective,
Right.
which was like a good
And
thing.
I loved that.
I love that, but I think also it's like now with the things that are happening, like the Kanye situation, it's like now it's like maybe they don't want to be the ones that have to speak on it.
I think that's what I think it is.
That's the Kanye
I
situation
think
has massively
the Kanye
ruptured it.
situation
Yeah.
is a tricky one. That's difficult to deal with publicly. Like that's someone's mental health, and it's like people are going to judge, and that's something that you want to keep private because it's like you can't judge someone who's in that state.
Well, it's just like why would she want to talk about it? Like she
No,
has-
it doesn't make sense.
As
It's
a
not
wife,
something. It's not
yeah.
something. If she remains on the show, she has to address it. It's not something that makes
She's
sense
not-
to address.
she's not going to. She's not-
Furthermore,
She's not going to.
Yeah, they already said
Chloe
they're
doesn't
not.
want to be on the show because of Tristan. Everyone hates on their relationship, and she doesn't want to
But-
bring it into that public
But apparently
scrutiny.
reports were saying that Chloe and Scott were devastated that the show's ending. They were
I think
pissed.
yeah.
I think that they would be kind
They
of
were
upset
pissed.
because
It was
they
Courtney.
were two that
It was
had
Courtney,
fun with it.
Kylie, and Kim that were basically like
That
we're
makes
kind of
sense.
over it.
Yeah, I think like there's definitely people that enjoyed doing the show and like got a lot out of it. Like I don't think Scott
I feel like
will
Chloe
be,
liked it.
Yeah, I don't
And
think
Scott
But I
liked it.
think Chloe could be on Scott's show now. Scott has Flip It Like Disick, and now Chloe could be on that.
Yeah, I
I
mean
feel like they could work together in a weird way.
She could be on that show. Could be on Flip It by Disick.
No, but Courtney's
too.
over it.
Courtney's over
Courtney's
it.
done.
That's
But
what
she would
she's
maybe
wrapped.
do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure now that they're not on a TV show, they'll get other offers. Like there's gonna be stuff presented to them.
Yeah, there's like Netflix shows. There's like
This
YouTube
is what I'm saying.
shows.
Nobody watches cable anymore. Nobody
also-
sits there and watch cable.
Yeah, it's also
Everything's changing. As
Yeah.
well. There's so many
Everything's
different
changing.
reasons. But their peak was season 5. It had 4.5 million views with the Reggie Bush stuff, and season 18 in March just had over 1 million.
yeah.
So of course it's naturally going to die out. Their Instagram gets more views than the flipping show.
Yeah.
Like, do you know what I mean?
But
like,
that's just
it's just a
cable.
transition.
It's not the same
Exactly.
as it
Nobody
used to be.
So there's so
Yeah.
many issues. But I find it weird that she just doesn't want to show the Kanye stuff, but was like to Courtney, "You're not showing more of your life." Courtney gave her blood to the show with the whole Scott Disick crap. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I think it's also a different
And
situation.
Rob as well.
I
So
think-
like, it's just a bit like,
Yeah.
it's just hypocritical for her because they used to follow Courtney around saying you need to show more. But it's
mean-
like you're
Yeah.
quiet about Kanye. That's not fair.
I mean, at
But
the same
it's
time,
a different situation.
yeah, and I think like Kim leaked the sex tape to make them all famous, so it's like she's paid her part also.
I'm dead.
It's
And apparently
like-
Kris Jenner pulled the plug as well. She was the one who was like, I'm pulling the plug.
Well,
on
I think it's like there's just a lot of factors.
So there's a
at
lot
play.
of different factors.
Like
at play
Courtney
that I've
didn't
seen.
want to do it
so
anymore.
many different reasons. Courtney was
TV's
over
going
it.
down. The money is not that good. They probably just don't want to talk about stuff anymore. It's like
It's a lot of work.
it probably gets exhausting.
Apparently the filming was long.
Chloe's back with Tristan. A lot of people are going to judge her for that. It's
Yeah.
like maybe they just want to have more privacy in their lives, and it's like at this point they don't need to show everything. Like they've
They
given
don't need
a
the
lot.
money. They've made enough money.
Yeah.
They don't need to.
That's the thing. If they
to.
didn't have all the other businesses, they would still be on the show. But now they have their own businesses, and that's the thing. When people have other sources of income, they don't necessarily want to do it anymore.
They don't- they don't
These
need
types
to.
I
of
also
shows.
think when they were talking about their businesses and stuff, they'd be like, the show is kind of like the center of everything. Like that's our businesses all evolve around the show. Like that's how we get exposure. Like the show is really like the center of their business, and like that's what they believe. But I think now with social media and stuff, they've realized like, oh, the show is actually not the center of our
Yeah, it's
businesses.
not, it's not.
Like we sell all this stuff through
Like
Instagram.
Kylie, hello, she makes so much money from her makeup stuff. She doesn't need the fucking show.
Yeah.
What does she need the show for?
And it's like they can literally post on Instagram and get as much money as they would for like 5 episodes. So it's like, why go through all that work?
Right.
So I wonder if COVID played a factor. Like maybe they'd had to like postpone
I think
the
COVID
filming,
did because it massively
and then they
ruptured
were like,
E-News.
we don't want to go back. Like maybe
damaged
like
E-News.
Kylie had like really bad anxiety and was like, I don't want to go back.
Oh, she was never really on it.
She never really on
barely on it.
Yeah.
But I feel like COVID did because it messed up E-News. They had how many shows have they cancelled on E-News? Like they've cancelled so much. They've lost so much money. So
Yeah.
how the hell can they give more money to the Kardashians if they're demanding more for the show? They just can't.
Yeah, I don't
feel like we're witnessing the downfall of E-News completely because now the Kardashians are gone. What else do they have?
I think it wouldn't be about money. I don't think any of it has to do with money.
Interesting.
Well, I don't know. It's like if they were to, I think their deal was up now, and it's like if they were to renew their deal, like
That's what
honestly,
I'm confused about. How many more? I thought they were ending the contract early.
No, their deal was up. It was for like a certain amount of seasons, and it's like they have 20
So it
seasons.
was $100 million for 3 seasons. Didn't they just film?
I
Didn't
think
they just sign?
it was 100 million for.
Let's look
I
up
think it
what
was.
It was 100 million. You're right.
For how
I
many
saw that yesterday.
seasons?
I think I don't know how many. I think it was like 3 or 4.
I think, yeah.
Oh, so if the contract was up, it makes sense.
The contract was up. I know the contract was up, and also the show's been on for 14 years, but they have 20 seasons. So it's like
It is the end of an era.
there's
though.
been several seasons a year.
It's an end of an era. It is just weird.
For sure.
Right.
Queens of
Yeah,
reality
4-year
TV.
deal, and they signed it back in 2015. Oh, so it's just the contract was up.
Yeah.
I thought they ended the contract early.
No.
So yeah, so it was probably a money thing. It probably wasn't enough money. How much they've gone up in the past 5 years. Like that was 2015. None of them had hit $1 billion business at that point.
None of them.
No.
And then since then, 3 of them are on. Like Kim has reached it. Chloe's probably on track, or
I don't know. I don't think Chloe is. I think it's just
No.
Kylie.
Kylie and Kim are like
Kylie and Kim. But Chloe does
are billionaire
well.
status.
Chloe does well with Good American, supposedly.
They'll always be like the most famous family in America.
Yeah.
Like that's not gonna go away because they're not on TV. So
Do you think so? I don't know though. But they should make it into a Netflix reality situation.
there might be something else.
Do you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
I
That would be
want
better.
something else.
Something else with them doing something.
Because I care about them so much because I have followed their life for so many years and I feel connected to them, and like when they do I feel very connected. Pretty groundbreaking if she did join OnlyFans because so much of her career has been built around like being sexy and whatever, and if she just kind of took that ownership, like yeah, I'm gonna take it to this level.
I don't think it's gonna happen.
I think it would work.
I don't think it's gonna
She
work.
doesn't need to be like
I think Kanye would have
naked.
huge
It would be
issues
full
with that.
circle because it's like first was the sex tape, now she's on OnlyFans.
It would
Right.
be full circle, but I don't think Kanye would be with that.
Well, guys,
No.
plenty of reasons for why the Kardashians could have
Kanye.
ended. What do you guys think? And we'll catch you guys soon for another video.